Hello and welcome back. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday morning. Okay, so today's Sunday morning, and I just uploaded the best espresso machine under $600. So I uploaded this morning. If you haven't seen it, make sure go check it out as well. So this morning I'm going to kind of like piggyback on that video this morning. So let's talk about more about home espresso machines. By the way, I'm going to shout out to Eduardo from Florida. And he just let me know that he just bought a Latte Mini, the black one. So congratulations on that one. That is the kind of like the ideal machine for home. So actually that's one of my favorite machines from La Marzocco. They are amazing, amazing. So he asked me about the grinder. What is the best grinder for that machine? Okay, so since Eduardo, you got a black, let's say Latte Mini. So I definitely niche is the top of my list. Okay, so the black niche should be really nice, nice to match with your Latte Mini. And thing is, I know you had a Barista Express. Now you upgrade to Latte Mini. That's a huge jump there. Okay, that's fantastic. Okay, so rule of thumb is, okay, according to Mark from Whole Latte Love. So you want to budget whatever your espresso machine, the 50% of that is your grinder. Okay, so the Latte Mini, you're looking around like $5,000, $5,500. So if you wanna do it right, you're gonna spend about $2,000 on coffee grinder. I mean, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. So the niche is really good. So I think you can get one for what, $650, and then with the shift, you're looking around $720 to $750 range there. All depend on the shipping cost. So this one, I mean, as you guys already know, the 63 millimeter conical burr inside. So ideally, you want to have a really robust burr set for like, especially like high-end machine like Latte Mini. So conical burr versus flat burr. Personally, I have both. Okay, I have a Mazzer Mini at work. I have conical burr niche, and also conical burr for the Breville Barista Espresso as well. So they're built-in grinder to it, but they're smaller size. It's like 41, I think, 41. No, 41. Correct me if I'm wrong, but 41 conical burr inside compared to 63 millimeter in niche grinder. So comes to it, again, make sure shop around, okay? Shop around for your grinder, because you want to get the right grinder for your Latte Mini, because you want to buy the grinder and a couple months later you want to upgrade. So just make sure, just like what you did, get the right grinder right away. If you have to wait a couple months for niche grinder, do so. Okay, that's definitely worth getting. And if not, if you don't want to wait, make sure check out the Seattle like E55 or E35. Seattle makes great single dosing. So you can get one for around $1,300 for the low end model. And then it's about 64 millimeter flat burr on that one. Okay, and then another model called I think it's the E55 or something. It's about $2,300 one. That comes with like 83 millimeter, the flat burr set with the titanium. They're amazing. Okay, so make sure check out that as well. Okay.
Makes sense. What about the Lit P-I-042 EMI?
So someone asked me the Lillet is I think it's a espresso machine, I believe. They are fantastic. Okay, so once you go up to like $2,000 and up, maybe $1,600 and up, you open up pretty much a flood of the espresso machine out there. I mean, we are talking hundreds, fantastic, the dual boiler machine or heat exchange. So you can do steam and make coffee at the same time. So I mean, that's like, I mean, different level. So we got the home espresso machine, okay, more like consumer espresso machine like Barista Express. And so now we have go after like $1,000 range there. Actually, we have kind of like mid-range. We got Rancherio, Sylvia, kind of like mid-range, and you can go up to followed by like Rockets or goodness, we got Rocket, we got the Latte. Who else? We got a whole bunch of companies out there makes that between $1,000 and $3,000 range, and after that we got like Murzaka, Lydia Mini, and we got Slayer also makes the like $5,000 and up. So it's like all depend on what your budget is. But I mean, most of us, since you guys are watching my channel, which means most likely you guys have something like this, Barista Express or Breville Infuser type. For us, I mean, this is, good enough, okay? They're really good. I mean, as you guys seen over the years, I make some really good shot out of this. So, as I got some question here.
Lidlet is $600 with built-in grinder.
Oh, someone.
With a 57mm portafilter.
Someone told me that LED is $600. You know what? I haven't not looked at it yet because let me do some research on the coffee machine. But $600 range with a built-in grinder, that's pretty good price. So with the 50, I wish they come up with 58 millimeter because 57 is the odd size because right now 54 is become kind of like is everywhere, okay? Because they have a lot of tools are available now. So they come up with, even like dosing funnel, they come up with 54 millimeter, bottomless portafilter, 54. All kinds of tools. So having 54 is not, actually it's pretty fun to use it. Even my St. Anthony Industry, the tamping tool, this block set, really fun to use. They have, so this is 54.3 millimeter precision fit, fantastic there. So you have a lot of options for 54 now, but 57, I haven't seen any tools yet. So if I have choice between that one, I know I haven't looked at it yet, between Barista Express versus Lillet, I think I go with this one. Because now this is $5.99 on Amazon. If you guys saw check the price on it, that used to be $6.79 or so. Now just dropped down to $5.99. And the Breville Infuser is $4.99. So it's much, much affordable. Comes to getting into a home espresso machine.
This person says Lillet has nothing compared to Breville. It doesn't have a pre-infusion, no timer, and no settings.
Okay, so someone mentioned to me on the chat room, Lillet has no timer,
No settings.
no pre-infusion, anything like. No. I wanted to have PID though, because with Barista Express, as you guys know, PID, pre-infusion, the built-in grinder is pretty much the same as the smart grinder. On the market, it's called Breville Smart Grinder. Internally, they're identical. And so, overall, this is my number one choice for if someone wants to getting into espresso. I have to tell you, okay, so this is very tricky to use. Once you're getting into it, in the beginning, you have to understand about the grinder size and tamping pressure. This is a good way to learn how to make good espresso. And if you guys are really serious about espresso, something like La Puboni. So this is also fantastic, home espresso machine. But La Puboni, so this is 1.8, it's called a Pro model. So it's the water tank is much bigger than the Euro Piccola, I think. So they're a lot smaller, but they're still like $700-800, so US dollars. So if you're really serious about espresso, La Puboni is a good option, but you have to have decent grinder with that. So, if you don't want to spend a lot of money, again, I felt like I'm always go back to Barista Express for some reason because they're a lot easier to use and it's fun to use. You know what? Enough talking here. You know what? Let's make some shot. Okay, let's make some coffee.
What are your thoughts on Eureka Minion grinders?
So I got another question from audience. Eureka, the Minion grinder, they are they're really good. I know quite a few viewers own that. Actually, I know Flavia owns that one, and a young Kevin owns the machine, the grinder as well. They love it. They're really fast, accurate. They're good. Okay, if you can get one, it's like $600 range there. So pretty much part with niche grinder. But personally, I really like the single dose aspects of it for that. So this morning I'm just going to use my built-in grinder, and only tool I'm going to use, I'm going to my 3D dosing funnel. And what else? Let's see, I got a beans from Good Brothers here. But again, with the Good Brothers coffee, if you're a first-time buyer, you can use the code. I think it's 25% off. So I'm going to put the link down below. Let's see.
Somebody says, what is an inexpensive latte cup? They want to get either a cortado or a classic latte mug.
Someone asked me what is a good latte cup. You know what? Spend the money, okay, and go with not neutral cups, okay. And I really like not neutral cups, something like this. So this is a large latte cup, and then I have smaller latte. So this is smaller latte, this is large size. So personally, I like the smaller version of it. They have a fun colors. It's about, you can get a set around like $30 range there. I know it is expensive, but it feels really good to drink out of it. And what else? We got the fellow coffee products called Monty Cup. They're also fantastic. And this is another not-neutral cup. This is also really good as well. So you have a lot of options comes to coffee mug, but I really like, again, the fellow Monty latte cups and non-neutral. And what else? If you want to go something fancy, Krupp makes also wonderful espresso cups and other glassware as well. So those three, I definitely look into that. Okay, so not neutral is on Amazon. I'm going to put the link down below too. But if you go to their website, I'm going to put the code underneath on the description section, 15% off for our viewers. So that's really good. Okay, so this morning I'm going to make my favorite drink. I'm going to put the double shot. I'm going to use 2 cups. And then the one shot I'm gonna do, you know what, let's do cortado on one. And then the other one, let's do Americano on the other cup. Okay, so let's do that here. Okay.
Are you thinking of any branding on your channel?
Someone asked me about branding on my channel. I don't know what that means. What do you mean by branding? I'm just gonna heat up my cup. You know what? Let's use, I've been studying my La Pavoni here first. So check this out. With La Pavoni, I don't want to change the subject, but there's a lot of learning curves, okay? With Breville Barista Express, whenever you pull the shot, the streaming water is very gentle. With this, watch this. Slightly up. So all the water is with the steam, so you have to play with your steam valve. Just make sure, move the pressure, and this one you need to learn how to use it. More so than any other espresso machines. And I'm just gonna heat up my glass here for a sec.
How much is the niche?
Someone asked me how much is the niche. It's about around $700 with the ship. Okay. I'm gonna heat up my cup. So I like to use about 17 grams of coffee. So let's do 17 grams. Again, Barista Espresso, you can feel like 18 if you push it, but some reason 17 works pretty good. Okay, here's 17. I know this is a little tedious process, but works pretty good, okay? If you're new to the espresso, you want to monitor your variables. Okay. I'm just gonna flush my portafilter for a sec. Okay, I'm just gonna clean up my portafilter. Someone asked me the grind size. I usually start with it between 6 and 7, but this one happened to be number 7. Okay. Again, with this 3D dosing funnel, there's no mess, so that's what I liked about it. I'm just gonna use my St. Anthony distribution tool this morning. And their temper. And I'm not gonna time this. I'm just gonna pull the standard shots. Ideally, I like to do 1-to-2 ratio, but with milk-based drink, I'm okay with just a regular shot. Just use my default setting. Someone asked me about the internal grinder setting. I'm set at number 5 for now. So shot looks really good. Hold on, here we go. Let me show you that.
Do your viewers get a discount for St. Anthony?
Someone asked me, do I get a discount for St. Anthony? Unfortunately not, okay? You know what? Maybe I should contact them because St. Anthony tours are fantastic. So, I mean, this thing is amazing, so. Okay, so I got my shot pulled. So let's steam some milk here. I think I'm gonna use my oat milk this morning. Okay. So once pump is kicking, I'm just gonna stop for a sec and then resume. Again, the steaming, you have to get used to it. So I know Eduardo, you are going to get Latte Mini. Latte Mini steam powers are impressive. You are going to make your steam in about 5 to 10 seconds compared to like 45 to minute on this thing. So
What's the cost of the St. Anthony tamping station with all the tools?
Okay, so someone asked me about the St. Anthony industry tools. It's not cheap, guys. It's called block system. You're looking at like $320. Okay, not cheap. Okay, I'm just gonna wipe it clean. So lately I've been playing with pull the milk and transfer over to other milk jug. So this one is a little GB jug from Australia. A lot of fake ones out there, by the way. So this is a real deal. Okay, so let's do some latte art. So this is cortado. I know they have a lot of different recipes for that, but here we go. Something like that. Looks decent. But meantime, I'm gonna make myself Americano on the corner there. So this is a kind of like my favorite setup in the morning, my favorite drink in the morning. I get a one Americano or long black and single shot of milk-based drink. You know, it could be any milk. You could go with oat milk, or the oat milk has become my favorite milk now. So, and cheers. Oh wow, it's really good. So I usually have this one in the morning. And then I'm gonna finish up with Americano. So anyway, so if you guys are looking to buy a home espresso machine next couple of months, definitely check out the Barista Express for sure, okay? And then I'm getting my another machine coming. I just won the bid from eBay last week, so they're gonna ship out. I should get it in middle of next week, so I can't wait to share that with you, to the unboxing experience. I know it's a used machine, but I know some of you may already know, but if you don't know what that is, watch out for that as well. It's gonna be really good. It's gonna be 58 millimeter portafilter with, I don't wanna get into, I'm gonna get into it more next week, but it's gonna be a really good machine for my, I'm not gonna put it in here, I'm gonna put on my shop, because again, my family uses Barista Express, my wife uses it. It's really easy to use. And then I'm gonna take my Lapaboni to work as well. So I'm gonna take that to work. And then just simple setup at home. And then what else? Okay, you got some questions.
How do you know when you're steaming the milk versus frothing it?
Somebody says, what's the between frothing and steaming? I mean, they're pretty much the same. With frothing, so you want to use that for your latte, okay? Kind of latte art. So you want to create the microform. The steam, you just want to steam it. It's nice and hot, so you can use that for just any drink. So if you don't care about the look of it, just stick it in. You don't have to worry about technique much, but technique helps for the latte art. Okay.
And have you tried Cali Farms oat milk?
Someone asked me, have you tried the Cali Farm oat milk? Yes, I have tried it. So I tried with Cali product and Oatly. So this is Minor Figures from UK. So this, I mean, so far this has become my favorite oat milk now. This is really good. And then Oatly is really good as well.
Santiago says, let me know when you receive the coffee.
So I'm gonna shout out to Jose. Jose just sent me some beans from his area, so I can't wait to try that. Okay, Jose. And I think I should get about next week, I think. So thank you.
Somebody says, what about doing a flare versus La Pavoni?
Okay, someone asked me when you're gonna do the flare versus La Pavoni. Is coming up. Okay, I can't wait to, because pretty much flare is like kind of like La Pavoni without the heating system, okay, and without the steam. I mean, so this one has all built-in steam system. So what I'm gonna do is hopefully next week, and then I have a Flare Neo, so I'm gonna use a Flare, and I'm really excited to try. Flare Neo is about $120, 110 or so. And the La Pavoni, the low-end model, you are looking at around $600 to $800 range there. And then, so it's gonna be fun, really fun comparison, okay? Because I'm gonna use the same dosing amount as well, so it's gonna be fun.
Somebody else is internal grind setting on 2 and grinding around 2 bad. I feel like I'm grind all my coffee around there very low and my grinding way off.
Okay, someone asked me about the internal grind setting for Barista Express. That's a good question, because so you have the 2 inside, right? The internal board at 2 and outside at 2. That's really low, which means you don't have a lot of room to go down. But once that could be your sweet spot for you. I don't know what kind of beans you are using. So I like to use medium roast coffee beans. For my setting, I'm at 5 inside and then outside between 6 and 7. So that's kind of like my sweet spot for all my beans, my medium roast beans. But if you are using darker roast or store-bought coffees, the grinder setting could be all over. So
somebody says they recently on one of the forums saw someone demonstrate extracting the entire shot on the B Express using just pre-infusion pressure. They kept holding on to the shot button throughout the extraction 1-to-2 ratio. Tasted it myself and it does taste good. Have you tried that?
if someone asks me about the manual mode with the pre-infusion, so pre-infusion means you just simply hold down. You know what? Since we have some time, let's try that, okay? Let me show you guys how to do it. So pre-infusion is pretty cool. So whenever the manual mode, once you hold it down, that's kind of like keep it at pre-infusion. I'm just gonna wash it. And I mean, personally, I'm not a big fan of manual mode. I mean, I just like to press and let it go. But, hold on, let me clean my station here for a sec. So this is one downside of doing the live show. You know, you have to watch. I'm cleaning all this, little messy here. So anyway, I'm pretty much the same process. I'm doing the 17 gram. Okay, here we go. This is about 17.1 grams. Okay. Got my cups ready. There we go. You know what? Built-in grinder does a pretty good job, guys. Okay. I know it's not the niche grinder, but comes to what we do at home, it's good enough. Okay. So from here, so I'm gonna be doing 1-to-2 ratio. I'm just going to hold down you could use any buttons, okay? You could use a single button or double, doesn't make any difference. So let's get you going. Here we go. So simply you are going to hold down the button for pre-infusion. So let's pull the shot. So now we are only using the pre-infusion. So look at the pressure; it's really low. Okay. Shot quality looks really good still. I'm looking for 34 gram. There we go.
So you hold the button the entire time?
Yeah, the pre-infusion means you are going to hold the button entire time. So right now at 34.6 gram. Actually, you know what? Thank you for suggesting the really nice. Okay, really nice. I mean, by the way, you guys know so much more than I do because I never thought about doing it, just using the pre-infusion only. Okay, so let's try this. Okay, I'm gonna mix it. Cheers. You know what's bring out all the brightness in this bean, because this is the India, what's that called? Hold on. This bag here is called India morsel nuggets. Cinnamon, nutmeg, and vanilla. Okay. Let's try. Tastes really sweetness. It's not bitter at all. And definitely cinnamony for sure. So if you haven't played with just the pre-infusion, definitely worth playing with it. It's quite nice, guys. Really nice. So anyway, so what else?
Somebody said they tried their Pavoni this morning, got some pre-ground Bustello for tasting. Not bad, tasted really good. How many grams do you use in your Pavoni?
Someone asking about Pavoni. So this is my first week using it. I've been playing with it between 13 and 14. So far, I think I like to using 13 gram better so far. So I just ordered some distribution tool for my Pavoni, and I got my temper already. So my Pavoni is 49 millimeter because that's built in the before 2000. So if you bought it after 2000, the model, you get a 51. So I got 49. So I got distribution tool. I'm planning on using 13. So far, I mean, that's, let me know what kind of technique you are using, because like Barista Express once, here, let me show you. So with Barista Express, once you start the button, the stream of water is very gentle, as you can see from here. Okay, very gentle. But with the La Pavoni, I mean, if you, whatever you push up, I think you guys saw earlier, just come down so fast. It's gonna be disrupt the puck. Okay, it's gonna be make a lot of mess inside. So, just leave me on the comment what kind of technique to kind of like eliminate that issue.
Somebody asked, what if I have great pressure when brewing but have way more than 1-to-2 ratio? Should I reprogram?
Okay, someone asked me, you got a good pressure during the extraction, but okay, I use scale, okay, and that I stop manually. So once you start it, and then once you got the desirable amount, 1 to 2, and just stop. So you can actually control your yield. So that's the best way to go. Let's see.
It asks, what do you think about espresso beans versus coffee beans?
Someone asked me espresso beans versus coffee. You know what? There's no such thing as espresso beans. You can use any beans for your espresso. Okay, so that's the kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? There's no such thing as espresso beans. I mean, so I use Sumatra. I like to use a lot of single origin beans from like Colombia. I love it. I know Jose is going to send me some beans from Puerto Rico. And what else? And we got Ethiopia beans. So the espresso beans, these roasters out there, they blend, okay, with 2 different origins to get their profile. So you could use any beans.
Do you get your Barista Express service? If so, how often? And since you have had it, have you had to replace any parts?
Okay, someone asking about my Barista Express. Yeah, I service myself. Okay, so far I do regular maintenance, descaling and cleaning cycle. I do that whenever the lights turns on. And so far replaced the inner burr. Okay, that's really easy to do. And also I replaced the steam ring on the inside as well, the group head. That are easy, okay? Make sure to subscribe my channel. I have all the videos on my list. And okay, make sure get it from Breville website, okay? If you don't mind, wait. I do have a link for Amazon link, but they're expensive. So if you go to Breville website, pretty much you're gonna pay 50% less than Amazon.
Is it mechanically self-serviceable, or do you need to send the Breville out if needing repairs or internal parts?
Someone asking me about the repairability on Breville Barista Express. You know what? I mean, if you know how to fix, if you know how to change your oil in your car, I mean, you can do it. It's not that difficult, okay? You only need some screwdriver. I did replace the pump on my infuser last month. It's not easy, but it's definitely doable, okay? It's not hard, so definitely you can service it.
Why about the pucks? What could cause the pucks not coming out cleanly after I pull a shot?
Okay, someone asked me about the pucks, okay? So this one was my first puck here, okay? So this is my second puck. Come right up because they do a three-way valve solenoid and they do back flush. So what this Barista Express does, suck out the moisture from the puck, comes out nice and dry. Okay, the reason why your puck is like smush and soggy, most likely is your beans. If your bean is old, I get a soggy, okay? And also if your bean is really dark roast, which means more like French roast, but darker roast beans, I get soggy as well. So some reason this machine likes to, better with medium roast than darker roast. So make sure try out medium roast coffee. I think they taste a lot better too than darker roast.
Somebody made a comment, why not include the Bambino Plus on machines under $600? I feel it's better than the infuser.
Someone asked me of the Bambino, Breville Bambino. The reason why I picked the Barista Express overall, okay, infuser is kind of like, they're phasing out the infuser at Breville. So Bambino is really good choice as well. But with $600 range, because I looked at what's the best combo, okay? What's the best combo machine and grinder? So this one happened to be the kind of like one package. That's what I really like about Barista Express. But again, it's all depends on how much money you want to spend. Because I know Bambino is about $3.99, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But you have to spend another couple $100 on grinder as well. So that's push you over to $600 range. Okay, so we got some more questions coming.
No.
If not, I hope this video helps. And so upcoming week, let's see what else coming. I got a new machine coming in this week, and then I'm gonna definitely compare my La Puboni and Flare. I'm gonna compare that as well. And then I got some couple other surprises. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Make sure don't forget to follow me on Instagram as well. And see you guys next time.